Hi, everybody. Today we're going to read a story called God Grows. A long time ago, in a land far away, there was a large vineyard. The gardener who cared for the grapes in this vineyard worked very hard to look after the plants so that they would stay healthy and grow grapes. Every year, the branches on the vines would produce big bunches of grapes. As the gardener looked after the vines, the grapes would grow and grow until they became ripe and juicy. They were very good. One day, Jesus and the disciples walked through the vineyard and looked at the wonderful growth of the vines. They saw how strong and healthy the vines were. They gently touched the plants, smelled the grapes, and wondered how many grapes could grow on these vines. Just then, the gardener arrived and asked if they would like to taste some. Yes, please, everyone said. Jesus and the disciples sat down and watched as the gardener carefully picked a bunch of grapes and passed them around. They tasted luscious. Jesus looked at the grapevines and then looked at the disciples. I have something important to tell you, Jesus said. Everyone listened very carefully. What was Jesus going to say? Jesus smiled and spoke gently. Imagine that God is the gardener and I am the grapevine. Let's imagine that all of you are my branches. Now I'm going to send lots of God's love to you. Lots and lots of God's love. Now you are full of God's love too. What are you going to do with all of God's love? I could share my food with someone who is hungry, said one of the disciples. I could sit with someone who is lonely, said another. Yes, yes, said Jesus. Now God's love is growing. Every time you do something loving for someone else, both of you will feel God, and God's love will keep on growing, just like the grapevine keeps on growing. Grapes were very important in the Bible times. And they grew kind of like this. And that's the branch right there. The large, juicy grapes brought back from where Canaan was. Grapes could be eaten fresh, dried as raisins, boiled to make grape syrup, or pressed to make wine. Very interesting. And we hear more and more about grapes and wine in other Bible stories with Jesus. We hope to see you on Sunday school this week. I will see you then. Have a great day.